Be me. Deploy as Pog with 175. Day 1. Daily briefing. This is who we're gonna snatch up tonight. CO calls at least 10 people faggots during brief. Road to war, manifest, etc. Scarf some food. Load up in Chinook nut butt. Fly out to random spot a few miles away from target. Walk to random shithole in the middle of nowhere. Surround said shithole. Call out occupants on a megaphone. Occupants come out peacefully. Separate. Interrogate. Search shithole. Destroy a bunch of shit. Arrest target. Yeet. Get back to base and wrap up my responsibilities. Eat. Lift. Play Madden. Jerk it. Sleep. Day 2. Reg Sergeant Major is here. Hear random boomer speech about machetes or some shit. Briefing. Road to war is marked with previously found dies by green and red dots. Looks like a fucking Christmas tree. More Joes get called faggots. Load up. Info. Takes forever as we find multiple lights. Surround shithole. Do call out. Take fire. Saw gunner mag dumps on 2 Taliban with axe. Clear compound. Detain woman and children. Search the compound. Break the kids' single toy because fuck your dad. Piss on their floor. Wreck their shit. Sign ownership of the compound over to 6-year-old because Afghans are based on women's rights. Dip out. Sergeant Major is furious about some random bullshit detail. Do some medical training. Eat. Lift. Jerk off. Sleep. Honestly, it's kinda gay. Be me, infantry fag. 2 months since the portals first opened. Intermittent fighting between various races since the portals first opened. Gets worse for us the further away from civilization you get. Hear of whole squads disappearing save a few hacked off limbs. My unit is looking for a fire team that went MIA 3 days ago. After arriving to their last known location, notice handfuls of spent casings. Get surveillance drones up and scan 3 clicks out. Nestled in the hills, see a tiny amount of smoke peeking out from the trees. Investigate and see an in-ground fire pit that's almost out of fuel along with a pot. The pot has an arm in it. Move out in that direction, going as quietly as we can. Roughly 500 meters from where the fire pit is, notice an awful smell, like unwashed ass and blood. Others notice too a few gag, saw dock-size water. Another 100 meters closer hear something snap a branch, then another snap. Looking up the hillside, I see it. A massive humanoid bull creature with dozens of gunshot wounds all across its torso and limbs. It lumbers back over to its fire pit and pulls out the arm it left in the pot. imgunity.jpg. Lance Corporal keenly gets the bright idea to try and empty a belt into it. At 400 meters the bullets only piss the fucking thing off and it charges us. In 7 seconds it closed the gap, and pulled Keenly's head off with its hands. Sergeant Hudson tries to use his radio, but the beast pivots and stomps down on him. His torso is turned to paste. Lance Corporal Davis pulls a frag out and starts to pull the pin, but the beast grabs his arms and stops him. It's intelligent. Lance Corporal Davis has both his arms ripped off. I fix a bayonet hoping it will help keep it back. It turns towards me and lunges. I panic and fire off from the hip. I hit its kneecap and it falls over on top of me. On top of my bayonet. It grasps at my left arm and pulls, its grip strong but weakening. Still not weak enough, it tears my arm off. It finally goes into shock and dies. Not a hunter but had a experience in high school which me and my 3 buddies will remember forever. Be me. Who else? 7 years ago. In high school. If you volunteer to be a camp counselor for a week at this camp for the local 5th graders, you get off school for a week to basically do nothing. I remember when I was in 5th grade and played captured the flag and the counselors got drunk, so my turn. All my friends signed up. Half of the football team is gone for the week due to this. Me and buddies on a Thursday night, it was the 12th, you see where I'm going with this. Went out to the woods at 11:15ish, dick around at the tree line drinking a little and vaping and going around 11:45. We went in the dark, me, John, Bob, and Ross, fake names. We go to a tower in the woods that overlooks a lake. The time is 12 o'clock Friday the 13th. A mile into the trail we joke with each other about I heard something or what was that. We were drinking gas station shooters of whiskey fucking around. Get to tower chill for a little. We leave. Go past this auditorium in the woods which is used for plays and shit. In the woods towards tree line is a black figure, human or humanoid. It was a gray top, black bottom figure. As if the shirt was gray and the pants or legs were black. We saw this after the flashlight shined off the trail and went to the far side of the rock seating rouse. As soon as the light met it, our eyes met it, and we dashed. We ran off trail, literally falling and tripping like in the horror movies. We would grab each other to get ahead. After we got to a clearing where we entered, we looked back. Looked back to the entrance of the trail like 60 maybe 80 yards away. The figure walked back into the black and the flashlight dimmed against its back as it went further and further in the woods. We still have zero clue what we saw that night. No one believes us. We thought it could have been a teacher hiking at night, but it made no sense to be that far in the woods. Me. Live on floor 109, one of the better ones. Wake up before my alarm goes off. Not because good mode, just the usual screaming from the Molotov drinkers upstairs. Eat my eggs, all of them. Recheck my basic poverty statement AR-15. Throw another box of posters into my backpack. Head out for another recruitment drive. A little bit of backstory. A couple of years ago I met up with the Windmill of Peace guys. I came down by accident from floor 1776. On floor 1488 there were a bunch of guys in gray suits and swastikas. I had to check these guys' privilege. Are you guys racist? Like the Democrat Nazis? Yes to the first, yes to the third, but no, we're not Democrats. But that's the Holocaust. Are you Jewish? No. Then quit whining. This building's on fire and we need your help to bring back some semblance of order. You got a gun? Yes sirree, got my 1911 right here. Two-time champion of 2 world wars, yes it is. It'll do. Here, grab these pamphlets and hit the commie, anarchist, libertarian, neocon, and MAGA floors. Now scram. That was 5 years ago. They got Jake first while he was sleeping. Mikey was murdered by a group of upstanding doctors, and then raped. Katie tried to make a run for it via floor 1350. Naturally Bixby and the nudes took sexual reparations from her and left her for dead. Enter my first location. Take a poster from my ruck. Stick on the wall. It reads, "At least we're not speaking German." Step over the piss bottles on the way out. Next floor. A bunch of monster addicts, or sipsters, sit around tapping their handguns, bragging to each other. One noticed me and tried to shoot me. Couldn't figure out how to take the safety off. I slap another poster on the wall. So how's that victory working out? Me. Living in PA. Options near me were state gamelens or private ranges that had a year waiting list. Hear about a new range that's supposed to be based. Go there with my buddy to shoot Beretta 92s I just got. Do all the paperwork and etc. Purchase ammo to use from them. Wait 2 hours to get on the range. Get over to our lane and buddy opens up his box of ammo and I gave him FMJ. Flag our SO over and explain the mix-up. He stares at as I explain and waits until I'm finished. Then he says we need to get off the range right away. We walk out to the front and then some ugly ass dude with a blue beard comes running out and says we're banned. Tell him again this was the ammo they sold us. He shouts liar at the top of his lungs. They are trespassing us from the property too, so we have to wait for a cop to come in. Cop walks and does his deal and we finally leave. Weeks later I'm buying another gun and I'm flagged in pics. Turns out they went and filed a report I was drunk on the range. They don't know my wife's father was a stitty. Get it cleared up. At July 4th cookout her cousin who's a cop tells me he pulled a girl who worked there over 3 times for speeding in a month. MFW justice is served. Listen to my tale of woe trying to buy bullets. Me, 19. Cali fag. Go to LGS to buy 7.62 by 39. Get told I have to be 21 or older. Okay. Bring my mom next time. Get told that you have to be not only 21 but that you also need to have bought a gun in the last 15 years or so. What.jpg. Okay, well, I'm not sad at an excuse to buy a new gun, but stupid that Cali is literally encouraging more gun sales. Gotta have my mom take a written gun safety test. Easy questions. Only get one wrong because it's a gay-ass-trick question. Pass the test. Gotta sit while they do tons of paperwork. Employees must have a fucking law degree with how much paperwork they have to do. Gotta wait 10 days. Come back when waiting period is up. Get gun and bullets. Yay, we beat the system. Mom says no anon, the system beat us. Go home and shoot a new Ruger Wrangler pistol. In the end it wasn't the worst, but it was giga gay that we had to buy another gun when we inherited a huge collection from my grandpa. Not encrypted but weird events while hunting in Europe. Be me. Meet buddies and bumfuck Eastern Europe. Gopnik tier lads I met on joint exercise while in Bangladeshani army. Give us shitty Soviet era Romanian accent, go into woods for shooting. Going for a few hours before pausing for food and beer. Buddy shouts us over. Find a deer carcass. They think it's wolves since they are known in the area. Probably won't even see one since they dodge Hunans, but probably have scared deer away. Hiking on we find a wolf carcass. Huh. Follow the trail. Goes to a cave. It's a fucking bear family. We manage to nope out of there. Call police. They don't believe us, call us drunk Gopniks. Take them to the site. They shit their pants and nope out of there. Eventually get some animal control fags to remove them. Best part is that they'd escaped from some post-Soviet gangster's mansion and set up in the woods. A few hunters had gone missing in the area and it's likely this bear family had killed and eaten them. Be me. Going to my favorite kinda pricey hot chicken joint. Gotta get me a hot chicken sandwich and some greens See a diverse group of 6 or so former military types all open carrying duty pistols. One of them has this ridiculous leg rig. Another has a fucking medkit belt. Stifle laughter. These guys look like they just left Fallujah, seem about as on edge too. When we get our chicken buddy goes back outside to ask why they are dressed like that. They are super snarky and basically admit they are off-duty cops. Musing about how I could probably get the drop on them and execute all 6 with my CCG-19 without one of them drawing. Have an idea. As we leave, throw a couple firecrackers from my car at them. Activate sheepdog.x. They all jolt into action. It's nothing. Kick. You too can throw firecrackers at on-edge sheepdogs. It's probably legal. How do you fuck with officers? 3:30 am. Be me. Watching anime in bed. Wearing kimono with nothing underneath. Hear car door shut our side. Remember a neighbor's car was broken into a few weeks ago. Fully alert. Grab handgun. Thumb on safety, finger on frame above trigger, tucked under fold of kimono. Go outside. A car is driving off. Can't tell if it's a neighbor's because tail lights are partially obscured by tree and yard. Check car doors to make sure they are locked. They were. Relief. Never know when nog's gonna nog. Gotta be ready. Before someone says living near blacks, I live in one of the whitest states.